Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Vintage Classics. So if you checked out my unboxing video, you'll see the second unboxing I got a Boss TW-1 TW. Now the TW was one of the very early Boss pedals, not the first three, but not far after it. It was a made in Japan auto wah. And the type of auto wah, a lot of people will say an envelope filter and auto wah are two separate things. I classify an envelope filter as a type of auto wah because it wahs automatically, but it uses an envelope. So the harder you pick, the more the filter opens up or closes down depending on the direction of the filter sweep. The other type of auto wah is an Lfo Controlled Filter, which basically uses an LFO that you set the speed and that controls the point in the filter. So yeah, this isn't just an envelope filter. Unlike the later models, it doesn't do LFO controlled filtering. It is a very simple pedal. Sensitivity, peak, and then either up or down. So it was, like I said, it was made in Japan. It's a very old model, very beat up. The famous earlier models actually say touch wah instead of T-wah. I guess they thought that was too big to fit, so they shortened it to T-wah. So I am playing my Parenti T-Type again. Been playing this a lot on most videos. I'm just getting it, been playing a lot, and soon I'll be changing the pickups and be playing a lot more demos. So that was 12 o'clock in the up mode for that intro part. We'll go through some of the settings. So I'll show you what sensitivity does and peak. So sensitivity is pretty much, you tune it to how loud triggers the envelope. On a single coil guitar, having it above this or above tends to work well. On humbuckers, you may need to dial it back to get the same effect. So we'll go through the sensitivity settings now. So as you can hear there, it doesn't really trigger unless I hit really hard and then it barely triggers. Wind up to here. Obviously up full, it basically never stops triggering. So the peak is basically, and you can see this knob needs to be realigned a bit, but the peak is basically kind of like a resonance control. If you know what filter resonance is, it's how steep the bandpass filter goes. So the higher it is, the bigger a boost. So we'll put it back to a normal sensitivity setting, about here, and this is on nothing. So you can see it's a lot more subtle in this way because you've basically barely got any resonance. So it's just a little shift of frequency, which is cool as a tone shaping tool. So we bring it up to about 3/4. Unlike a lot of more modern envelope filters, it doesn't get unusably crazy. I have the Electro-Harmonics Riddle, and it's very hard to set it for this kind of sound. Most of the sounds are way over the top compared to this. So this has got much more ease of use to it with only 2 knobs. Now the other thing is the drive. So up basically means as the filter's triggered, the filter goes from a low point to a high point. Down does the opposite. Now I found you have to adjust the settings to kind of get it to work in down as well. So that setting works pretty well. So that's basically down. It's a different kind of sound. It's basically, if you reverse a tape for wah, it's probably the only way you can get that. I said taper, not tape. But yeah, a pretty cool effect. So how does it go with a little bit of drive? So I've got my Retrosonic Distortion here, which is based on the Rat. So I'm going to set it up with a little less peak and sensitive around here for more of that kind of wah tone. So, pedal engaged, here it is without the auto wah. The other way. And if you bring the peak up and bring the sensitivity down, you can get very vowel-like things. So I might bring the gain up a bit, switch to this mode, and of course you can use it with the peak down and use the sense to kind of adjust it for that contour thing. Of course, it still triggers it with the sense down. I did say peak before, I didn't mean sense. But yeah, you can get a more subtle thing. So that's been the TW-1. Look forward to some more vintage Boss pedals and various other brands too, such as Ibanez and a few others. And I'll also be doing a review of this Retrosonic Distortion very soon, so look out for that. I've been James, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, good night.